The mirror's truth. Maya sat on her bed, staring at the blank pages of her journal. She used to fill them with dreams and affirmations, but now they seemed like a cruel joke. Another friend had let her down, breaking promises they had sworn to keep. She felt small, unimportant, and forgotten. Why do I keep giving so much of myself to people who don't care? Maya whispered, her voice trembling. Tears began to fall, but a small voice inside her said, "You need to stop looking for love in others, when the love you need most is already within you." That thought lingered in her mind as she drifted off to sleep. That night, Maya dreamed of walking through a quiet forest. At the center of the forest stood an old, ornate mirror. It shimmered in the sunlight, its surface radiating warmth. She approached it hesitantly, unsure of what she would see. When she looked into the mirror, it didn't show her reflection as she expected. Instead, it showed her as a little girl, bright-eyed, full of life, and brimming with love. The little girl smiled and said, "Do you remember me? I'm you, before the world taught you to doubt yourself." Maya's heart ached. "I don't feel like you anymore. Life's been hard. People have hurt me, and now I feel like I'm not enough." The little girl stepped closer, her eyes filled with kindness. "You are more than enough, Maya. You've always been. People may disappoint you, but that doesn't mean you're unworthy. The love you're searching for is already here, inside you. It's time to stop waiting for others to validate you and start loving yourself the way I do." Maya woke up with a start. The dream felt so real that she touched her chest, half expecting to feel the warmth of the little girl's words lingering there. She got up and walked to the mirror in her room. For the first time in years, she really looked at herself. Her hair was messy, her eyes a little puffy from crying, but she saw something she hadn't noticed in a long time: strength. The strength to keep going, even when it felt like no one else was standing beside her. Maya took a deep breath and whispered to her reflection, "I'm sorry for forgetting you, for doubting your worth. I'm going to love you more, even when others don't. I promise." From that day forward, Maya made small but meaningful changes. She started journaling again, not to seek validation from others, but to reconnect with her own heart. She set boundaries, protecting her peace and energy. And when she felt disappointment from others, she reminded herself that their actions didn't define her value. Maya learned that loving herself wasn't a one-time act, but a daily choice. And as she loved herself more, she found that the sting of others' disappointments lessened. Her own approval became enough, and the little girl in her heart smiled once again. Because Maya had finally remembered what the mirror had shown her. She was always enough,